Good morning and welcome to episode 1755 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, July 21st, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Pat's up first. Pat, what are you bringing?
We're talking about the birthday card that Epstein got from Donald Trump, allegedly, and the potential fallout of it. And the lawsuits are flying, and the titties were drawn. And,
I need to hear exactly what's on the card because I couldn't understand it when I was I read the headline.
It's confusing as hell.
It's so confusing.
But I got it. I got you.
Perfect. Because I had no idea what was going on with that. So we need a clarification. Thank you. Wes, you're on deck. What do you got?
Gonna talk a little sex. I got the most expensive sex guru, I believe, in the world. I'm gonna talk about who he caters to, who his clients are, and some of the other perhaps gray areas that he gets into during his retreats.
The sex isn't payment enough.
Right. It'd be pretty.
It's great.
Pretty good perk of the job. Is it Mike Myers, the sex guru?
No, it's like this guy.
Oh, it's like the guy who's for scuba.
Yeah.
Anyone for scuba? Hank Azaria?
It's Hank Azaria. Yeah, it's Hank Azaria.
Pretty good size. Yeah.
Yes. That's awesome. He looks the part. Mark, you're in the hole. What do you got?
Russia's tricking us into going over there to live and then die.
Oh.
Hey.
It's a pretty big trick. Yeah.
Hard life in Russia.
Yeah. They're fooling us. A few of us. Yeah.
Okay. We'll learn
some of the dumber ones.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Come to beautiful Russia.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Be careful.
And I've got another insane MRI machine death. We've talked about at least one recently that was crazy. This one I think is even crazier. Wild news from over the weekend or last week, and then also not going to end the show that way. A pretty funny one about another potential dead body that was spotted.
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. I gotta know, and I think you guys know, but I asked off air right before we started the show. The astronomer CEO resigned, right? What's the update on that?
Yeah, he did. He finally resigned, right? I think on Saturday night, Sunday morning, something like that. But yeah, at first there was the fake statement from him with the Coldplay sign out, like lights will guide you home, and that was amazing because everybody thought that was real, and that was all day. Fridays, and then people realized it was fake by the end of Friday. Then they named a new interim CEO, this young guy with glasses, and the guy hadn't stepped down yet, so it looked like maybe he's gonna try to hold on, but then no, by the time we're taping, he has resigned.
Okay, a couple other details. Kristen Cabot is married to Privateer Rum CEO or owner.
CEO.
Okay.
Yes.
She's also from one of the oldest and richest families in New England. Okay, that's interesting.
Ouch.
And I just got to say, whenever these things happen, because they happen so rarely, I don't know how to describe it, but in this information age where everyone's divided and all this, it's so rare that something just breaks through and dominates the internet. And this is one of them. It happens 5 times a year, maybe.
It's united the world, especially in the U.S. Every stadium, every single baseball game this weekend.
The Phillies were great. They did it
with the mascots.
They did it 3 games in a row. It was crazy.
Yeah, the Phillies mocked with the mascots because they have a female and male mascots, so they mocked it with the mascots. But in every other stadium, people would purposely be hugging their actual wives or girlfriends in that pose, and the cameraman would find them.
Oh,
and they
it was
all
perfect
to be having an affair all across the country all weekend. Everyone had a good laugh at a stadium.
Everybody else got away with their affair too for the rest of the week.
My son sent me one that was,
and they were being them.
Donkey Kong and the Princess. I thought that was the funniest one I saw.
Pretty good.
Yeah. There's a lot of great memes. There's
Morgan
a Cosby
Wallen.
one.
Morgan Wallen said side chicks are okay here. You don't need to worry about that at his concerts.
Yeah.
So why did he resign though? What an idiot, right? He could have just hung on.
Well, the wife
No.
probably, if he has any chance of saving his marriage, he had to resign.
But the wife wants him cheating and not having a paycheck?
What's the head of HR? I mean, he's boning the head of HR. It's a tough situation.
He's the
bad optics.
He's the CEO, but there's a board of directors, and the board of directors said, "This is bad for business."
Yeah, it is.
Right.
He hired.
They suspended him without pay, both of them, and then during that suspension, there was probably here's how much money we can give you. Get the fuck away from us.
But we live in the era where Elon Musk updated Grok to be more racist, and their CEO left, not Elon, right? Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
Elon, like,
richest,
way
once you
more
hit
control.
richest guy in the world.
Does Twitter have? Does X have a board? I don't know if they do.
They do.
All robots.
They do, but they probably all like, it's robots that listen to
They're all
Elon.
20-year-olds. Yeah,
it's all
they
his
do what Elon
wives,
says.
like baby mamas.
Right. Each mother gets a vote. Besides the newest one, the one that.
Well, I'm excited to see where he lands. His wife's pretty cute. I think hotter than Kristen Cavett. I don't think he should have cheated on her.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? He took a step down. When he stepped out, he stepped down, which was strange.
That's right.
It's true, but he was, spending so many hours at the office, does funny things. He's done this. He's been CEO of several tech companies, and whether true or not, some ex-employees came out and said his last company, he took a golden parachute and fucked all the employees, didn't give them any money, and
literally fucked all the employees, or also like
right, both literally and figuratively.
I have your severance package, and it's my package.
Yeah.
Your severance package is my package.
I'm going to give you 2 seconds notice.
All they had to do was just not react like that.
Yeah, that's true. You can't do that. It's a lot of stress, Will. It's hard to know what you do in that situation. All right. Okay, big news over the weekend. Epstein files still not being released, except we did get on Friday one portion of the files. And that came in the form of a Wall Street Journal article that described a birthday card that was reviewed by the Department of Justice as part of the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. Apparently on Epstein's 50th birthday, Ghislaine Maxwell, who's currently serving a 20-year sentence in federal prison for sex trafficking, made her boss/boyfriend a leather-bound book of notes, cards from his friends. Right, here's your 50th birthday gift. And in that book, according to the Department of Justice, well, a journalist at the Washington Post who either saw it or spoke to someone at the Department of Justice, there was a card in there that Donald Trump had written, and it contains an outline of a hand-drawn naked woman. And that we don't know what the card looks like, but I've seen a couple different depictions of it. It sounds like he drew tits.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
Yeah.
Well, the one I saw looks like he drew big tits, which is important, I think, in the whole big Epstein thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
like womanly tits, like womanly tits.
But time out. Yeah. Wasn't it from a typewriter? Didn't he do like the old school 1990s naked woman that you would do on a calculator? It was like
wait,
no way he knows how to do that.
Emoji. Yeah. What is that called?
It was like arcs. I read it was like arcs, and then like the body caved in to be shapely, so like the hashtag, like the dashes were going in narrow.
He did it on a typewriter.
There's no way.
It was a picture of a naked chick typewritten.
So he did. It was typewritten, I guess. But the apparently
drew on a nice set of
apparently the thing was hand drawn. It's called ASC2 art, right? I'm gonna put it up real quick, just because if you don't know, if you're watching the show, if you're not listening, but if you are listening, this was a thing that was around. We've talked about it on the show before. This was a thing that was around during the AOL days. You would go in a chat room and guys would have these ready on copy paste. And they would
that's what I'm talking about.
It was not ASC. Yes. It was not this type of art.
Oh, I thought it was like that. Yeah.
That's what I mean. When you said it, that's what I was imagining.
That's what I was imagining. Look at this.
It's all characters.
It's all characters.
It's like Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah.
It's like shading with text. Yeah.
That's what it was.
No. Okay. Here's what it said.
That would have been so amazing.
So the letter apparently had a naked woman illustrated, hand drawn, and then it was typed. And this is where it got confusing, Will. So he typed. Donald Trump typed it out allegedly, as if it's a conversation between him and Jeffrey Epstein. but he wrote it like a movie script. Okay, so it says voiceover : there must be more to life than having everything. And then it said Donald : so it's like again like a movie script. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey : nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald:
Okay.
We have certain things in common. Jeffrey: yes, we do. Come to think of it. Donald: enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey: as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Donald: a pal is a wonderful thing to have. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. That's allegedly.
They were reminiscing on a conversation they might have had, maybe.
Well, look, their relationship, from all accounts, was they competed to fuck women. That's what they did. They were out there fucking women together. Like women have come out who were Jeffrey. This one woman who's Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend was on a walk with him in '93. According to her, she was like, "Let's go in Trump Tower real quick." Or Epstein said that. They went in there and Trump started groping her, according to her. And then after she left, she was like, I felt like I was part of a game, right? Like I felt like Epstein was like, I bet you can't grope my girlfriend. Or Trump was like, I'm going to grope your girlfriend. And then they did. A lot of people say this. So I think maybe that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know.
Where was the signature?
So it doesn't say if there was a signature on
in
it
the
or
bush.
not.
No,
it was in the bush of
Donald
the
on her
naked
pubic
body.
hair to look like pubes.
Is that what? Okay, maybe.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I was joking, but that's
No,
amazing.
apparently the signature
Yeah.
was just said Donald, and it was right on the like her
That
mom's
makes
pubis.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's pretty good. Here's what Trump truthed.
Interesting.
Here's what
So
Trump
he's
truthed.
he's saying that this is all fabric.
He's saying it's fake. He
He's
said
suing.
this is truth. The Wall Street Journal
It's like
printed
the P tape is saying, basically.
fake letter,
Okay.
supposedly to Epstein. These are not my words, not the way I talk. Also, I don't draw pictures. I told Rupert Murdoch it was a scam. Rupert Murdoch, because he owns the Wall Street Journal, that he shouldn't print this fake story, but he did, and now I'm going to sue his ass off, and that of his third-rate newspaper. Thank you for your attention to this matter, DJ Tate.
Well, I hate the sign off. It's just so annoying every time.
So
Great
He also
comment
said-
though. Live chat Tiller. All in all, bad gift. I agree.
Right.
I mean,
Bad
that's just
gift.
right.
low effort. High effort, low reward. Not much value there.
He said in a follow-up interview with the Wall Street Journal, the Journal, quote, I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like I sued everyone else. I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women.
I never wrote a picture.
in my life is one of the best quotes of all
That's
time.
awesome. So this is on the heels of him successfully suing CBS.
Right, well, that was
He is
that
on
was
a
a little
heater.
bit different. So,
no,
so
what I'm saying is CBS did edit the footage somewhat, so like he was able to have a leg to stand on there. He won that.
Not at
So-
all. Not at all. There was no
No?
leg to stand on. In fact, all experts agree that if it had gone to court, he would have lost. But
But
he's
technically, they edited.
Oh
the
yeah, they
footage.
technically. But
Not-
they,
not- I mean, like shortened it or whatever.
But what I'm
Like,
telling you
not
is
saying-
what they did is within common practice of what television stations do.
I'm not
The
disagreeing. with
reason
that.
they paid him, Mark, is because the FCC has to, with the Trade Commission, the FTC has to approve the merger between Skydance and Paramount, and they held the merger up. They let them know they were holding the merger up. It was a capitulation.
I get all that, but my point is on the heels of this, for the Wall Street Journal to get notice not to run it from Trump, knowing they're going to get sued, they probably had a pretty good source.
They probably had a pretty good source.
That's all I'm saying. It's
is
like this all just happened, and they still ran it, knowing they're going to get sued, but they can probably prove that they had a pretty good source.
Is it illegal to have? First of all, he's gonna find out who released it, and they're in trouble.
Well, nobody's
But is-
released it, right? That's the
well,
thing.
the
is it's all
DOJ
secondhand at this
source
point.
is
not
it's
released yet.
insider. But is it illegal to publish something that's in a sealed court, like grand jury testimony?
Grand jury is illegal. Yes, grand jury testimony is always sealed. This is probably this is not sealed. This is evidence in a case.
Not sealed. Okay.
I mean, it might be sealed by the courts, but it's
Right.
not like grand jury testimony that never comes out no matter
I'm just wondering
what.
what the legality behind.
Here's
sure
the issue.
they
Here's the
did
issue.
some
If it
due
goes to
diligence
court,
on
guys, here's the issue. If it goes to court, guess what? It comes out.
Right.
That's
Right.
no, that's the whole point. Is like he has to. It would have to come out because with the CBS thing, technically, yeah, we did some editing. We always do to every piece, but that comes out. This would have to come out, whether who the source was and like where they found it and if it exists.
I got to
and all
see
that.
these.
So
boobs.
what is
I mean, we got to see how big they are. We got to see. This
Yeah, but what does it prove? It proves basically only one thing, is that he did have a relationship with Epstein. It doesn't prove that he was a pedophile. It doesn't.
Well, no, the letter didn't say, "And I'd like to fuck 12 underage girls."
Right.
very
It just proves what we already know, that he's a pervy guy. That he's a pervert.
It's the secret element of it. I mean, look, truth. If you've been paying attention and you haven't had your hands in your ears, this is nothing new. This is nothing new.
Right.
But the fact
is,
him not wanting to release the files has absolutely taken a lot of people's fingers out of their ears for whatever reason. Like the shit we've been talking about forever with like the Michael Wolff quote about him saying he's his closest friend. Like people are now like paying attention to that for whatever reason.
Because they're pissed he didn't release it. It really it upset like a lot of people.
Because the Republicans were all against the Democrats for being pedophiles, and that was like one of their main talking points. So now they're like, hey, we want it like this. We still hate pedophiles. Like, what the fuck? Let's release the names. We want to know who's out there.
Right. So a couple things in Trump's 2008 book, which, by the way, I can't believe this is the title of the book. Trump, Never Give Up: How I Turned My Biggest Challenges into Success. Sounds like a caveman is writing a title of the book. Trump, Never Give Up. He said,
how many books? He's done like 50.
A lot.
Right? Like,
here was his quote. It takes me a few minutes. He said, no, it could be. The quote I saw didn't say it. I assume it's colon. I hope so.
Yeah.
He wrote, quote, "It takes me a few minutes to draw something. In my case, it's usually a building or a cityscape of skyscrapers, and then I sign my name, but it raises thousands of dollars to help hungry in New York through the Caption Food Pantries Ministry." And yeah, that's the thing. Trump saying he doesn't draw pictures is insane.
No. He said he never writ a picture in his life, Pat. That's still a true statement.
Well, he can't write a picture. You can't write a picture. One.
In his truth, he said, "I don't draw pictures."
He said both, right? And then he clearly those are horrible pictures,
pretty
but
bad.
he drew them. Yeah. That's a good bridge.
They said he was always the first to turn in his drawings too for these charity things.
Yeah, he draws pictures, dude.
Yeah,
he draws fucking pictures.
You can draw some tits, no problem.
He filed.
That's why I got to see it.
Go put up those buildings again. They're close to tits as is.
A $10 billion lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal. Which again, if the Wall Street Journal has nothing to like merge, right? Like the Federal Trade Commission was holding up the Skydance merger. It's a bribe payment essentially that he got from the CBS thing. If they have nothing to merge and it goes to court, it's got to come out in court. So, and Murdoch isn't one to back down from a fight. We'll see what happens.
He's got a lot of money to fight, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to think that Murdoch did some due diligence. If it's true that Trump threatened him before they released it, Murdoch talked to the person who wrote the piece and got the source and like vetted it. You would assume.
Yeah.
Well, he lost about $1 billion on the Dominion voting thing. So Murdoch's like probably, I don't know. He's probably got mixed feelings about whether to back or not back Donald Trump.
No. I'm saying either way. I'm not saying he should be purposely doing hit pieces on Trump or trying to support a candidate. What I'm saying is he doesn't want to lose a ton of his money.
Yeah, but that's also his game. I mean, he's in the news / propaganda game. So it's part of it is like how his strategy, how he wants to go with.
If it's real, your options are pay a settlement to not have to pay the legal fees, or go all the way through and then Trump has to pay you.
What if he gave it to the Wall Street Journal? That would be brilliant.
I know the source,
and it's fake. Yeah.
That's fake.
Yeah. So he could sue their fucking asses off.
That's what I'm saying. I think they probably checked it.
I mean, look, the P-tape thing was not real. That was taken as pretty. I mean,
I think if there hadn't been so many hoaxes on us to this point, people would be a lot more.
Yeah, I want to see it
right now,
and I want it to be real.
The real deal. Yeah, I want to see. Show me.
I mean, it's probably real. It's because it's not that bad.
This drawing.
Yeah.
I want to see this signature.
It's nothing new.
I want to see how big the tits are. That's really the main thing I want to see.
It's got to be in cursive, right? To look like curlies.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Let's look at his signature real quick down there at the bottom.
Does the girl have pigtails?
Just all lines.
Yeah.
Right. So if you curve that, it looks like pubes.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's some artistry, though, to be able to curve your signature to look like.
Well, he probably spent more time on the naked body picture than he did on these building ones.
Yeah, it's like how Matt Groening did an MG in Homer's head.
Birthday gift.
Yeah. He's gonna put his best foot forward.
All right. Well, we'll see. That'll be a fun court case.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we get to see it.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Let's talk about more sex, guys. I don't know about you, but my sex life, if you can even call it that at this point, I don't think you can, is about as dead as Abraham Lincoln, right?
Yeah. I have two young kids.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. Yeah.
My sex life was having a great time. I was watching a play. Then someone shot my sex life in the back of the head. You know what I mean? And that person was me. I shot my own sex life in the back of the head. It's unbelievable.
Happens,
yeah, it's crazy. Next time I go to the doctor and he's asking me if I'm sexually active, I'm going to have a breakdown. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure I know how to do it anymore.
Does crying answer it?
Yeah. Just can you just give me a hug, doc?
Pat, you got to bail me out. I punched my doctor.
Luckily for guys like me who are a little out of practice, or guys who never really knew how to fuck to begin with, this guy exists. Court Vox. There he is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. He's got a money sign chain, but it's not a chain. It's like a beaded.
It's the Stussy S, bro.
Okay. Oh, is it the Stussy S?
Can you guys describe Court to the audience?
Oh, okay. So if you know men in the gay community,
yes.
Court looks like a very buff gay dude.
Yes.
He's bald. He's bald, but he's hanging onto his hair, bleached blonde, long beard, very kempt, huge ripping forearms. Hates his shirt.
Very well kempt. Yeah.
Very manly. Looks like he could.
A lot of buttons off. Always exposing the chest hair.
Yeah, he could take you in his arms.
And looks like a professional wrestler.
Yeah, and in this picture, he's wearing like a guru robe, like just a full body guru robe.
It's like a full body shirt. Look at that. It's got like it's like a shirt collar, but it's unbuttoned to the belly button. But it's like a dress shirt.
The advantage of that outfit is it comes off in about a second.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
all the way off.
Taking it off.
And what he's doing?
He's 50 and he's on TRT or 55.
Easily. Yeah.
GM says they're called bears in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bear because bears aren't that.
He's
like
a little hairier. He needs to be a little hairier, maybe.
Wolverine.
I'm not sure this guy is gay because, according to the article by Jana Hocking, seen here, who attended one of Court's retreats, he's the highest paid sex coach in the world. His 3-day course will set your pathetic ass back $9,000, or if you need Court to cuck you all year long, you can pay $100,000 for the yearly VIP service. Okay.
What does that include? Holy shit.
Is that a one-on-one for $9,000, or how many people are there?
Nope. As you can see by this circle, there are many attendees, men, for this particular one that I'm showing you for his classes.
Does he watch you fuck and then grade it?
Was there one woman in that circle, Wes,
yes,
that was about to get railed out by all the dudes there?
More on that later, yes.
Okay.
I was thinking sex doll, but he needs some frame of reference, Will. He needs to grade you on something.
He also needs to demonstrate, right?
Right, and demonstrate.
Yeah. Now, he runs immersive retreats for men wanting to up their game in the bedroom, and best of all, Court will show your loser ass exactly how to fuck a woman right there in front of you while you rub your little chubby through your cotton retreat pants, right?
Okay. What a fucking what do they call it? Like a winner's problem, right? Like, it's not that you're having trouble finding women to fuck. That's taken care of. You know how to fuck chicks. Mm-hmm. It's just you want to fuck them better, right?
You want to fuck them better.
Like that's crazy to me. You know?
It's not a pickup artist, Pat. It's a fuck better artist.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Or
I've got the meeting them part down. I can charm them, but when I fuck them,
I get to the bedroom.
I'm terrible.
I'm terrible. I'm bad at it.
I'm terrible at fucking, man. So again, $9,000 for 3 days, and he will teach willing and desperate participants not just how to talk about sex, but how to do it. And the retreats are referred to as somatic laboratory retreats. And according to the author of the article, somatic therapy is a therapy that relates to the body rather than the mind, which means I'm fucked because the only way I can have sex right now is in my mind. Certainly not with my body. You know what I mean?
Your body's involved.
Yeah, well, kind of. Yeah, a little bit. You're right. A little
bit. Semantics on that, or somatic. Yeah.
Somatic. Now, the court says the retreats are for everyone, not just uncoordinated losers who hate to eat pussy. Some are high-flying executives with too much stress, not enough satisfaction. Others are newly divorced men who want to reset their sexual identity. There are also men who are too dependent on pornography. Shut up, Court. And the single guys looking to improve their dating lives, and those wanting to reconnect with long-term partners. And this is the best. This is one of my favorite people who attend. Formerly religious devotees trying to deprogram a lifetime of shame around sex.
Yeah,
but by watching a hairy man, fuck a woman 10 feet
pound
in
a
front of
pocket pussy,
rail out a chick.
yeah.
So you're just paying
Deprogram
for
him, Court.
So it's $9,000 for a live sex show that lasts all weekend.
Yeah, and he teaches you how to fuck. So, but it's not just.
But how does he teach you?
How does
he
he
shows
grade
you.
You
shows
just watch him bone.
He
Like
shows
twice
you.
a day,
Yeah.
a day you assemble and that's it, or
I don't
the rest
know.
of
I don't know
the
what
rest of the day you talk about how good he did. Or?
it's all about feel, touch, feeling, getting in touch with your own body, your own feelings. Because for a lot of these guys, they don't want to just have sex. They don't just want to fuck. They want the intimacy back. They want to feel again.
Dude, this is like earnestly training for professional sports when you're in your 40s, right? Like first get in the league. I guarantee there's guys out there at this fucking retreat that have no sexual prospects. It's not coming to them. They just want to be prepared for when it does. Come on, Court.
Yeah. So he also co-leads sensual retreats for women. This is where it gets good, which I think means Court fucks the retreat attendees. Yes. And here we go from the article. In some cases, Court works as a surrogate partner in collaboration with a licensed therapist. So the author was like, hey, Court, aren't you basically a gigolo? And then Court gives an incredible full of shit answer. He's like, no. Sex workers provide a different service around pleasure and companionship on a more transactional level. The difference, what I do, is that surrogate partner therapy always includes collaboration with a therapist and regular debriefs. You wouldn't expect a sex worker to call your therapist after a session to talk about your emotional progress. So Court fucks these women, and then he calls their sex therapist to report on how they did. Is that right? Am I getting that right?
Yeah. What a job.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Guy's got an awesome job.
That's for the woman without a partner.
That's for the woman who is like can't orgasm, has never orgasmed, doesn't feel comfortable in her own body, isn't comfortable being naked, that kind of stuff.
How fucking rich do you have to be to have two professionals just tending to whether you can fuck?
And one of them's fucking you.
Doctor, can you ask her if she came?
Yeah. Doctor, I think she came about 9 times, but ask her.
Just ask her though.
Did she say that, Doc? Because I'm pretty sure she came, Doc.
She said,
I bet they get into some arguments about that.
Yeah. So the lady who wrote the author was like, hey, isn't this just fucking prostitution? Aren't you just a male prostitute? Isn't this? And Court says that surrogate therapy is legal in some parts of the world, but it exists in a gray area in others because it involves erotic or sexual touch in a therapeutic setting. It's sometimes conflated with prostitution, and
that's like medicinal marijuana.
Yeah. So if I fuck a whore with a bunch of candles around and some meditation music playing, she's not a whore anymore, I think is what Court is saying.
Let the therapy session begin.
Yeah. As long as
you're a therapist. You're a therapist, right? So he says it's done under clinical supervision, often as a last resort when
Wes, you have to tell your therapist you had sex with a hooker, and then it's therapy.
Right.
Okay, but
exactly.
I still don't get how he's helping the guys. The girls, the women.
The clinic is it's my apartment in West LA.
Yeah. I get how he's helping the women if they want a surrogate partner there.
It's in the hills.
So don't get how he's helping the guys.
Well,
they watch him fuck, Mark.
Yeah,
and how does they pay him $9,000? Well,
damn,
they
Court.
paid him $9,000.
Yeah,
you're the fucking king, Court.
Yeah. Look at him go, guys.
They watch him fuck, and then they take a 6-hour break and talk about it.
Oh shit, Court's hitting third gear.
Yeah, I didn't know. Exactly. They're all sitting around eating lunch,
looking at Court's ass as it thrusts.
Yeah, exactly. They're talking to lunch like, boy, am I glad I came here. He can really fuck.
Do you guys think you can do what Court does? I don't.
Are we supposed to grunt like that?
Yeah.
You see how sweaty Court was?
You okay?
Yeah. So Court says
Court hit her pretty hard.
Court also says
she's wheeling around the resort the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. He says he also says surrogate work is done under clinical supervision, often as in a last resort when talk therapy isn't effective. It's not about performance or fantasy fulfillment, Court says, but also about reintroducing touch and intimacy in a structured, supportive way. He added, I'm just the guy to safely introduce my cock into their vaginas for therapy, right? Yes. He also says, this is hilarious, that sometimes these women get fucked so good by Court in the name of therapy that they fall in love with him.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Court's got the meatiest cock on the planet. Look at the motherfucker and tell me that thing ain't
women aren't leaving.
thick as hell.
Oh, you think that the Court doesn't have a thick one down there? He's got a thick one.
I don't think
His
the
blonde
Court fell
pubes.
with a micro penis.
Yeah, so
you know
when
he
he does the
bleaches them, too.
surrogate, so when he does the surrogate like partner shit, like he's cucking these dudes a lot of times. Like their wife just wants to leave with him.
Well, it's not a couples thing. So the women go to the women retreat, and then the men go to the men's retreat. But at the women's retreat, Court is just the piece of man meat there that gets to fuck all the chicks and then report about how their progress is going.
I mean, some of these guys might be leaving with lower self-esteem after watching Court fuck.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's like, I don't know if I can do any of this stuff, Court.
Sucks.
Oh God, this was a mistake.
Yeah.
Why did I spend $9,000?
$9,000. I could have gone to Fiji. Of the women falling in love with Court, Court says he has all the answers. He says, yes, they fall in love with me. Vulnerability can stir up desire, but even if my answer is no, I celebrate the courage it takes to name that desire. That's a teaching moment, not a shaming one. So them falling in love with him after he fucks their brains out is a teaching moment for Court as well. Once they come and be like, I'll never live without you in that cock, Court. And he's like, no, you will. You'll be fine.
Sorry, babe.
Teaching moment.
All right,
Wow.
So the last thing is one.
This guy's got it figured out.
He's got it figured out. Going back to the men that he helps, these men are all kinds of fucked up. One, he says that he's seen it all from the article. One man who couldn't discuss sex without blushing. Another who'd never looked at his own dick and balls. And several men who thought they were broken only discovered that what they lacked wasn't testosterone, it was intimacy. So I don't know if this guy does he piss with his eyes closed every time? I don't know. You're not looking at your own dick and balls.
But... I've never seen my own cock and balls.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Mr. Court, I looked at it, but then I also looked at yours, and
I'm never going to look at mine again.
I wish I hadn't looked at it, but
exactly.
Yeah.
Lastly, she asked, shouldn't men know how to have sex by now? And yeah, I mean, they should. It's not, you shove it in, you jackhammer it until you're out of breath, right? And Court says most of us never received a pleasure-informed, shame-free sex education. We're relying on scripts we learned at 18, porn, religion, patriarchy. None of us teach us how to feel or how to listen, which brings us to the ultimate question. Are the men who do this work actually better in bed? And Court says, better because they're not performing. They're present. And that's the best sex skill of all, to be present.
Yeah, this woman kept asking him nosy questions in the interview, and then he said, turn the cameras off. And then an hour later, she said, take his course.
Yeah. Well, I think she did take his course. That's the whole thing. And she said that she's never had better orgasm since leaving in her life.
Yeah.
This chick. I don't know if it was Court who did that to her. But someone did it to her.
He unlocked it.
Yeah.
With his cock.
So while we're sitting here, Court's out into the hills just being a fucking
nice
piece of man meat.
Dude, damn.
For $9K a weekend.
Life.
Yeah, he is. He's got to figure it out.
Per class member. I mean, this guy's cleaning up.
Yeah, look at all the people sitting around this fucking circle.
It's like $120K a weekend to just have public sex in front of these people.
Yeah. He does cater to the gay community too, but they didn't mention too much about that.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, he'll fuck anybody that wants to pay him.
Yeah.
Their money is just as green.
That's right.
His cock's just as big. It's all good. Republicans buy sneakers too. All right, so Russia's being sneaky. They're taking all the help they can get for the war versus Ukraine that's been going on forever now. We've talked about the North Korean soldiers gifted to them by Kim Jong-un that have allegedly just been thrown to the front lines as human shields, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think years ago we talked about the alleged Russian prisoners that were offered freedom, like the murderers, to go fight the front lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And listen, I'm sure Ukraine's taking all the help they can get too. We've heard, I think, of some Americans going over there and other citizens of other
there's
countries.
all kinds of
Yeah, they're kidnapping men over there.
Right. This is going on both sides.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Ukraine's not taking all sorts of help and then putting them in the front lines because that
war is bad thing.
War's bad.
But
I want to talk about Russia's sneaky recruiting of Americans in particular that just made the news again. They're targeting Americans that are sick of living in America for any reason, although it seems to be mostly to get away from woke America, and that it's targeting that in the propaganda by saying that how Russia's not woke, and they're offering these men and their families, if they so choose, housing and immediate citizenship. And the operation is called Operation Steven Seagal.
Right. I'm sure you probably get to shake his hand.
It's part of the project. Yeah. Now there is some catching.
Seagal treatment over there. I'll tell you that much.
They're not, Pat.
Who is it better, Court or Steven Seagal in Russia?
Close.
Ooh, tough.
What about Rodman in North Korea, dude?
Rodman in North Korea is up there too. But yeah,
I would say Court just because Seagal can't physically have as good a sex.
Yeah.
He's like that guy that couldn't see his dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Court still has his vitality.
If Seagal looked like he did in the 90s, maybe Seagal. But okay. So yeah, there is some catchy name to it. I forget, but I looked it up. Something stupid like "Get over here, dummies" or whatever. And there are at least 3 famous cases so far, including one guy that lived in Austin that moved over there. They all moved over there, technically got some sort of citizenship, and were entered into the war. But recently, the biggest name that has popped up this weekend. I don't know if I loaded his picture yet. Is a 46-year-old man, also a native Texan. It seems like they're getting a lot of Texans. Named Derek Huffman.
Because Texas is so woke, you got to go to Russia to get away from the woke.
It's very woke.
Right. Well, maybe the Austin part, but I don't know.
He wants 12 commandments on the wall. They only have 10 on the walls of schools.
Yeah, this is Derek. He bought into it big time, and he moved his family, his wife Deanna, and their 3 daughters and their female husky named Baby, over to Russia about 6 months ago.
Okay. Looks like a guy that buys into things. You know what I mean?
Better weather for the husky in Russia. Yeah.
Do you have bush lights?
It's goddamn woke culture.
Yeah. So he was told that the whole damn family is going to get citizenship. You're going to get housing, and not only that, but you will be in the military. But you're going to be like a correspondent. You're going to be cooking food. You're going to be fine. Okay, you're not going to have to shoot anyone if you don't want to. And so you'll have like a kind of a safer military job, and your whole family can come over here and escape the wokeness.
What a deal.
Now, Huffman has had no prior military experience. Again, 46 years old. This is according to his wife. And that she also said he got about 2.5 weeks of training, like limited military training. And then he went for his first day at work. And it was not in the kitchen. It was the front lines.
Oh, God.
Sucks. So is he still alive, or
he is? But
not
he's
for long, dude.
He's writing home frantically. He also hasn't been paid for his 6 months of service, allegedly.
That makes sense.
No one over here gives a fuck about him if he did that.
No,
they're not going to go save his ass.
He's kind of not welcome back, sort of thing, or like, he probably can come back, but Russia's not letting him. And anyways, his wife went on to say
he's in the army now. I mean, he's in the Russian army, so you gotta
kind of see it out. Yeah, he's got to get injured or win. Yeah, or die. His wife went on to say that even though he didn't have military service, none of this surprised her. She says, it didn't come as a surprise to me of him joining the military. He's always spoke so highly of Russia, its president, and its people, and he has a strong passion for doing the right thing. So the whole family kind of bought in on it, and now the 4 girls and the dog, so 5 girls, are living in a hut without their father, and they have no money whatsoever.
In Russia, that's good.
She also said, as he said, the training was in Russian, so it wasn't really training.
Yeah.
Right. He doesn't speak Russian. Didn't think that one through.
They handed him a gun and pushed him to the front lines. They showed him how to pull the trigger, and then
the video's been deleted off YouTube. They made her delete it.
Yep. Her video's deleted. This is all, who knows how much of it's true coming from Deanna, but she's over there with the family, and he's apparently in the war now. So be careful. Don't fall for the cute name of the Russian program that offers you too good to be true things. Unless you want your husband dead and you want to live.
That's a good PSA. I can't believe people are falling for that, but that's good. That's a good PSA right there.
By the way, it was reported that Russian airspaces were temporarily shut down due to a Ukrainian drone attack this weekend. Last week, Russia launched one of their largest, if not the largest, air attack of the war on Ukraine. So they're still bombing the shit out of each other over there. And it's being reported that Israel and the IDF shot and killed 67 Palestinians seeking aid in North Gaza this weekend. The IDF is claiming, hey, we fired warning shots and we didn't kill 67. It was a few less than that. And China completely banned OnlyFans, saying no more wacky.
Yeah. Oh, and France opened up refugee status to all Palestinians.
Hey, honey, you know how I'm always talking about how much I love Russia and want to fight in the war? Well, look at this link that I just found.
Look at this Facebook link.
You won't believe my luck.
It's right here on the Drudge Report, honey.
Yeah, what a weird dude. He's always been wanting to fight for the Red Army. That's just like...
No, he just wanted to get the fuck out of America because the woke culture was assaulting his freedoms.
Yeah. Strange. Okay. Well, let's move on to the last story of the day. It's about a couple of dead bodies, unfortunately. So trigger warning up front. This first one is definitely about a death, but it's one of the wildest deaths you will hear about this year, probably. R.I.P. to a 61-year-old Long Island man, Keith McAllister. There's Keith right there. He looks great for 61,
looks like he's
right?
40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what happened to Keith? I mean, he looks so great for 61. Part of the reason that Keith looks so good for 61 is he apparently regularly wore a 20-pound chain, like a workout chain, around his neck as part of his weight training regimen.
What is that? What's a workout chain?
It's like a weighted chain. It's like a chain that's like 20 pounds. You could do dips with it.
Like Rampage Jackson, like an actual
Rampage Jackson's chain. Yeah, like an actual like big linked chain,
yeah.
Steel links. Like it's people do it to work out. And so he just wears this 20-pound chain as part of his workout regimen. And he would even wear it, this 20-pound workout chain, into the Nassau Open MRI office in Westbury.
Oh no!
To help his wife get in and out of the MRI machine when she needed to go get her knee scanned. And this is where the stories diverge, okay? Open MRI in Westbury, the Nassau office, claims that their MRI tech told Keith not to go into the MRI room because of the 20-pound chain. Exactly, Pat. See the workout chain? That's what it is. Because of the 20-pound workout chain around his neck. And that, that might get sucked into the giant magnet that is an MRI machine.
The worst thing to bring into the MRI machine room.
Right, because it's literally just a gigantic magnet that's like on steroids when it's turned on. But Keith's surviving wife, Adrienne, says that the warning was from the technician wasn't strong enough. And before anybody knew it, the MRI room door was open and an active scan was taking place. And Keith was yanked inside the MRI room, inside the MRI machine by his 20-pound chain, neck first, slamming his body into the machine and dying later at the hospital. Apparently, the MRI machine can also heat up the metal to like extreme temperatures. So it was probably a very grisly end for Keith. R.I.P.
What the fuck, dude?
It just like sucked him across the room, probably.
Yeah, and then pinned him against the inside of it, probably.
Yeah, his wife said he just went limp when he hit the machine so hard. He just I
read they'd warned him about this chain.
That's what I'm saying, Wes. It's the two sides. So the open MRI office is saying that they did warn him about the chain. The surviving family, his wife, is saying that the warning was not noticeable, and they opened the door with an active scan going on, which shouldn't happen, and then that slammed him into the MRI machine.
They warned him about the chain. I mean, if you're an MRI tech, you don't see a guy. Yeah. Well, generally, no one sees a guy with a 20-pound chain around his neck. It's not an everyday occurrence.
It's a wild move. Yeah, and especially to wear it into the MRI office.
He's wearing it to let you know that he works out. So it's
to get his gains.
And the gains, of course. I don't necessarily.
I imagine if the TSA agents and like people that work at festivals can remind everyone to take things out of their pockets, that anyone that works in MRI doctor's office can remind people not to bring metal into the room.
So these are
I would imagine that's the first fucking thing
they do
said. Yeah,
these are the two arguments. Yeah. The staff is basically saying this man is so obsessed with his workout chain, he refused to listen to us even around the MRI machines. And the family's saying, no, they weren't strong enough with the.
No, they're the only MRI place in the world that didn't warn a guy with a 20-pound metal chain tonight.
Investigation is ongoing, so we'll see what happens.
Come in here,
right?
Yeah. And he was like, no, I need to get it. I work out. I need to get in there.
Right.
You know who else?
Because I work out.
It's the worst MRI. I think Court should stay away from open MRI because if you don't think he has a Prince Albert piercing,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
or like
pierced.
a metal butt
Yeah.
plug, like
Yeah.
permanently inserted.
he'd get his genitals ripped right out of an MRI room.
Yeah. Well, so investigation ongoing on that one. One of the craziest deaths. You're never gonna. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. A workout chain getting sucked into a fucking MRI machine. The guy was like in the doorway. And in way better recent dead body news, what was called in as a person trapped under a bridge in Fresno, California. You see that right there? Oh my gosh, the person trapped in the running water in Fresno, California last week. Probably drowning. Oh my gosh, it's 8 a.m. Yeah, thankfully ended up just being someone's discarded blow-up sex doll.
Okay, someone's coming over. I got to chuck this thing.
So it's a crisis averted situation. Yeah, see right there. You see
it's got my name on it.
Gas and everything.
I thought it was gonna sink.
Yeah.
Imagine watching the news. You know that's yours as you watch the news.
We got a situation where there's a guy shooting at a body.
God damn, I hope they do DNA test that thing.
I think that's Debbie.
Oh, yeah. Now, the river may have washed it off, but you never know. Semen is very sticky. Crisis averted. What a great feeling for the office, like the first responders that were on the scene, realizing that it's a sex doll instead of a person that's drowning. That's got to be a great feeling.
Good feeling, yeah.
First thing in the morning.
He called the 911 calls. Yeah, no, there's a body. It just won't go down. It won't go down. It seems to be stuck up against the bridge.
It's really pale.
Yeah. It's nude.
Yeah. The caller, that's the only person that had a bad day. Everybody else, their day just got better for that one. So that's it. That's the recent dead body news. And that's the show. Remember, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor with 3 weekly bonus podcasts, plus Discord chat access, plus trivia from time to time. Get at us, join our community in there, patreon.com/Hard Factor. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop.